Okay, it looks like we're going to go ahead and get started. My name is Christine McDaniel, owner of EOS Chatau. We are so excited to have you join us on our very first webinar. We figured this was a lot easier after asking some of our members and our clients as far as attending workshops. They definitely thought it would be a lot easier to do it from the comfort of their homes, which I agree. And what's great is now we're able to record these and you can view them at your leisure. So our very first wellness workshop, we will be kicking off 2014 with you guys, helping you jumpstart your wellness program. And we have our very own Robin Cody, who most of you guys all know is that cheerful person that works here at EOS Chatau. And she's also a certified clinical nutritionist, which a lot of people do not know and she's shy about. So I will brag on her behalf and I will go ahead and take the time to introduce her. And again, welcome to our webinar. Before I introduce Robin, I want to go ahead and remind you guys our next wellness webinar will be an inner peace course. It's put on by Yvette Bolin, who's actually a friend of mine. She's the declutterist. She's all about decluttering not just your life, but also personal belongings and just helping you clear that clutter and achieve inner peace. She also has an amazing podcast you can download on iTunes for free called I Love Life. It's the how-to of spiritual living, and it's amazing. So definitely check that out. But like I said, that will be our next webinar, and that's just a couple weeks away on January 14th at 8 a.m. Now, who is Robin Cody? Well, she is the spa coordinator at EOS Chatau, and she also went to the Natural Healing Institute, where she was certified as a clinical nutritionist. She's originally from Lee, Massachusetts, so of course she's a Patriots fan. So next time you're in, you'll have to let her know that. And they are in the playoffs right now. She's also been fascinated with balancing physical and mental wellness since as far back as she can remember. And she found out the challenging areas of wellness are not just to make sure you get your sleep and exercise, eat well, drink a lot of water, which, a lot of you guys already know to do that. But she understands to do them all together in a harmonious manner and make it a lifestyle. And all of us at EOS Chatau are all about helping you with that journey. So please let us know if there's anything we can do to help you. So I will not waste any more time. I will go ahead and bring Miss Robin up to bat to talk to you all about superfoods and how to balance every aspect of your life in order to have an amazing 2014. So here she is.
Thank you, Christine, and hello to everybody out there. I'm very excited. This is Robin Cody to do our first webinar for our workshops at EOS Chatau. Today I'm going to be talking about how we can make wellness more of a lifestyle than a quick fix. And the first part to starting your New Year's to improve yourself is to kind of go over what actually makes up wellness. So to me, I feel like the key to maintaining optimal balance is to learn a little bit more about what components make up your lifestyle. And I hope the following slides will break down the different areas that I feel make up the whole picture. So there's all sorts of ways that we balance our lifestyle. Occupational balance being one of them. That has to do with work, about your job, how often, how many hours do you spend in the car driving per week to and from work? Are you sitting? Are you standing? And in the midst of your day, there's little things you can do like simply stopping to take a deep breath, eating a little healthy snack, or simply getting up and stretching. It's all these little things that might seem minuscule, but you'll be surprised if you make a conscious effort to do one of any of these per day, how much of a difference it can make. I know when I'm zipping around EOS Chatau, when I sit down just for 2 minutes, it feels like I'm sitting down for 15, and it's exactly what I need to be revived, and vice versa. If I'm sitting in front of the computer for 45 minutes just doing data entry, as soon as I get up to greet a customer or run a little errand, I am super revived again. So so that's one of the keys. And then the next one is spiritual balance. Spirituality is not religion, and it's not even necessarily affiliated with religion. So this to me is kind of just going over what's your journey, what is your goal in life, and how you're reaching that. So the concept of searching and moving forward in the direction of meaning, purpose, and direction for your life. And I feel that's so important. A lot of people search to see what it is that they are looking for in life. What's your purpose? What's your meaning? And when you figure that out, or you find a path towards that, it can be very, very rewarding. So yes, things like self-discovery and finding out, I've done this job, or I've tried this hobby and this works for me, this does not. It's very important to go out there and find out what it is that makes you want to get up in the morning. And the next one is social balance. What's your personality? Are you type A, type B? Do you like to go out with a group of people to unwind, or are you by yourself all the time? I think this plays a role in a lot of people's lifestyles who either work from home or are alone a lot of the time, spend a lot of the time in a cubicle or talking on the phone, doing a lot of computer work. Social balance is so important too, because not only are you opening yourself up, but you're also going out there, you're meeting new people, you're sharing stories, you're making connections. It's just a great way to unwind and get together, pass around ideas, whether it be work related or you're doing activities, sports, leagues, anything like that. It's so important to get out and meet people. So let's moving along. Physical balance, my favorite. This is the way that I love to unwind. I do this most of the time by myself. I love to run, so that's my way of release, and it's a very good balance for when I'm not able to exercise. As soon as I get out to the streets or onto the beach and I start running, I just immediately feel like myself again. So it's a great way for myself to regroup. So I just put down here, like, if you remember in grade school, it was mandatory to have recess or gym class because you're sitting around all day and you're pent up energy. So why does that have to change as we get older? We had so much exercise all the time growing up, and nowadays it just seems like there's much more of a sedentary lifestyle, and it's so important to get up. And it's not just for mental health or for getting your body in shape, but it's also really good for the heart. Not only is exercise amazing to keep your body fit, but it's also really good to release serotonin in the brain, which happily gets you those little happy feelings, and to keep the heart healthy and pumping, which is always important. Another aspect is emotional balance. We are all different people filled with all sorts of emotions. So you also need to take care of your mind, which, like I put down, stress can kill you, period. Because I do feel like if you have added stress onto any part of your life, it's just going to weaken your immune system. It's going to weaken your spirit. It's going to weaken anything that's trying to build you up and make you positive. So if you can, the more stress you can relieve, the better. So if you're taking care of yourself emotionally, that means getting adequate amounts of sleep, addressing issues when they come up in your life instead of pushing them behind, and just going out, talking to somebody, or if you don't like talking to somebody, you can just go do your own thing. Go for a run, walk your dog, do something nice, hold a baby. And then our next one is intellectual balance. That's because mostly important today because there's so much crap, so to say, out there with bad news or reality TV, and I get sucked into that myself because I find it very humorous at times. But if you fill your mind with all of that stuff, you're leaving no room for all of the good things that are out there, or all the wonderful books you could be reading, or little webinars like this one you could be listening to, instead of sitting in front of the TV, sedentary again, watching all this bizarre stuff going on. So it's important to add intellectual balance, and instead of an hour of The Desperate Housewives, you could have an hour of a book. Go to the library. The next one is environmental balance. I always believe that being kind to our environment will help us and the future generations to come. There's an accurate balance between what humans get from oxygen and between the amounts of released oxygen by plants. So it's very important to take care of our surroundings. You know, drive less if you can, carpool if you can. I know it's hard in a city like San Diego. We don't have trolley lines running up and down, but get on your bike more. I know on the weekends, I'm grateful enough to live in a community where I can ride my bike most places when it's much easier to take the car, but ride your bike. You're going to enjoy it, and then you're knocking two things out. You're doing environmental balance, you're doing physical balance, you're getting your emotional balance, so it's good to do. Or go for a walk. It's as easy as that. Just be kind to the environment, because really we're living on its planet. And then putting the pieces together, saying one thing and doing one thing are two different things. So start off with small steps. These are just simply little reminders. It's not like you guys haven't thought of these yourself before, or, you know, think, yeah, I know. But it's always good to get reminders of how we can change, or little things we can tweak. And no better time than the new year. I know there's a lot of things I want to do. Christine was nice enough to give us all little journals for Christmas, the whole staff, and I'm diligently going to write in that every single day for starting January 1st. It's something I haven't done in years and haven't even thought to do it in years, and it presented itself, so that is going to be my little challenge. So with that being said, I believe that if you take one of those pieces of the big picture of wellness and try to balance them, tweak them a little, you're going to have a more well-rounded day. Just be conscious, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. That's the most important thing, is to just be conscious. Remember to take that deep breath. Remember to walk up the stairs and not take the elevator. Remember to not use styrofoam. Whatever you can do, just do something good. And with that being said, I do have a little portion I wanted to include, most importantly, which was on superfoods. Because throughout the day, you know, while you're working, when you're exercising, it's so good to replenish with good foods. And I wanted to make a little segment on superfoods because I love them. These are foods mostly plant-based, but also there's some fish and dairy. And these nutritionally dense foods are really good for your health. They pack large doses of antioxidants, which we know are really good to fight and prevent cancer. If you eat a ton of these, they are said to prevent from not just cancer, but other diseases, prolong your life, and you're just healthier and more lean with these kinds of foods. So I have wanted to introduce you to my favorite superfoods. So my New Year's challenge to you is to toss out as many unhealthy items as possible, especially packaged foods with long lists of hard to pronounce ingredients. If you can't pronounce it, why the heck are you eating it? And any foods containing more than 7% of calories from the saturated fat, or more than 10% of calories from your sugar. So if you can do that, again, that's, 7% of calories from saturated fat, or more than 10% of calories from your sugar. If you can get rid of some of those, you don't have to toss them in the garbage. If you need to donate them somewhere, you can, but they're probably better off in the garbage. That would be great. And I had listed some of my favorite superfoods and wanted to tell you a little bit about each of them. Number one, blueberries. They are my favorite little fruit, and they are super because if you just eat simply 1 cup per day of these little babies, they're highly stacked in fiber, vitamin C. They can lower your blood pressure, and they help speed up the metabolism, which is always helpful after the holidays, as we know. I ate so much cheese, I need to eat a lot of blueberries. And then next one is salmon. You'll get all the Heart Smart omega-3s you need in a day with just 3 ounces of salmon. So that's a great fish choice. If you're going to choose any fish, I would say salmon all the way. Or another one of my favorites that I try to eat every single day is chia seeds. They're super rich in omega-3s as well, and 6s. Really high in protein. I love these little things. They're amazing. The whole process of watching them gel and eating them is super cool. So if you haven't ever had any, I highly recommend it. They have the white kind or the black kind. There's really no difference in them. I've seen them. You can pick them up at Sprouts, or you can pick them up. I get them at Boney's. So they're around. They're great. I put them in my yogurt, and they're so yummy, and they're really good for you. I can totally tell a difference when I eat them consistently. And then everybody's favorite, which is dark chocolate, which contains flavanols, which are plant compounds with potent antioxidant properties as well. So if you're going to choose a chocolate or you have a sweet tooth, that's always a good little thing to go after, is some dark chocolate. I know some great organic ones at Trader Joe's. So if you're looking for that, those are really delicious. Red bell peppers, they're a rich source of vitamin A and C, and they help protect your body from cell damage. They are also really high in B vitamins, so it's a lot of people think the greener the better. As far as superfoods and antioxidant ones, I would go with the red pepper over a green bell pepper any day. It has more health benefits than a green pepper, so there you go. And then beans. I am pescatarian, which I've been vegetarian for almost 16 years. And out of those 16, I'd say pescatarian for about 6. So I do eat fish every now and then, but I mainly live off of these superfoods that I've mentioned, vegetables and beans. I love beans. They keep you full. They make you feel satisfied. They're packed with calcium, iron, potassium, fiber, and B vitamins. And they always have that song, beans, beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you... Never mind. Okay, next one, egg whites. Another staple in my diet anyways, is low calorie. They're fat free. They're high in protein. You can throw any little veggie in there and they just coagulate and they taste delicious. Another one is oats. High in protein, zinc, calcium, magnesium, and iron. So they're really good as far as your mineral intake if you're going to take it in the form of a food. So oats are great. Oatmeal is awesome. And then the last one I put on there was pumpkin, which is very rich in carotenoids. It's really good for you. Beta carotene, good for the eyes. And the good thing about pumpkin is that it's available all year round. You may not know that because they're not in the stores all year round, but they are available all year round, and they are part of the squash family. And so that's my little superfoods. Those are my favorite. If you're not in love with all of them, no big deal, but next time you eat one of these 10, give yourself a little pat on the back, because now you know that you're doing something super. And then I also want to encourage everybody to always reach out to us at EOS Chatau. I know we do different things between our massage therapists, our estheticians, our colon hydrotherapists, Christine and myself. We are all here for you guys. Like, that's why we love coming to work every day. That's why we want to do little webinars and look out for you guys. We care about you, and we want to know if there's any way we can help you with accountability of your wellness. If there's something, if you're the type of person that needs to be reminded or checked up on, come to me or come to anybody you feel most comfortable with at the spa, and we'd love to help you with your wellness goals. I mean, we all want to be on this journey together, and that's why we love the little spa environment, because we get to know you guys. We want you to be comfortable, and this is a team effort, and when you take care of yourself, it's contagious to others, is what I always think. If someone sees you doing a good job, they might be apt to take a healthier step. Or if they see you joining a 5K, they might join a 5K or a book club, or, good attracts good. So we're all here for each other, and let's try and do that. And you can always book your little treatments with us online, as a reminder, down below, www.tinyurl.com/EOS Chatau. And yep. So you're always in good hands with the EOS Chatau team. Don't forget our little wheel of wellness. I know many of you see it every time you come in. If you write a Yelp review or sign up for one of our memberships, refer a friend, send a video testimonial right from your phone. If you do any of those, you spin the wheel, you can get all sorts of cool things. You can get a free sauna, a free colonic, a free massage. So it's definitely worth it, and I encourage you guys to take more advantage of that, because it is a cool deal. What's better than getting something free? I guess, nothing. And then, as Christine mentioned earlier in the webinar, our next wellness webinar is going to be super cool. It's the Inner Peace course, and it is with Yvette Boland, the Declutterist. I love that title. I think that's great. I am a minimalist myself, so I am super looking forward to this. Tuesday, January 14th at 8 a.m. It's going to be another webinar such as this one. And it's to clear your life of clutter and achieve inner peace. So again, just reaching out to you and helping make your life a little decluttered. So that should be awesome with Yvette Boland on the 14th. And then we just want to thank you for attending this wellness webinar. Feel free to tell me how great I did or how ridiculous I sounded. I love it. Brandon, our little team mascot, who is Christine's Mr. Rhodesian, who was sitting in with me. You may have heard him in the background. He was keeping me company while I did this. Also says hello, and thanks to you guys too. This is Robin coming from you from EOS Chatau, and I hope that you have a wonderful and happy new year. And come in and feel free to also share with me any of the little reminders that might have helped you. I'd love to hear that this webinar helped somebody, so I hope it does, or let me know if you tried a new superfood that you hadn't before, or share some with me yourself. Other than that, Happy New Year. I wish you all health, wellness, and happiness, and I can't wait to see all your beautiful, wonderful faces this New Year's, and let's just knock it out of the park. 2014, let's do it.